Shoot for the moon to supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our idiom for today, to correspond with this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge, is to shoot for the moon. I love this idiom. This is an awesome idiom because it reminds me of how important open-minded possibility thinking is, especially when we're growing and building and supersizing our business. If we don't have a vision for where we're going, if we don't set goals and have ways to measure what we're trying to create in the world with our business, nobody else is going to either. It's hard to get people on board to help us do that. And if we want to supersize our business, we need other people and other resources to help us do that. We never do it in a vacuum. We never do it alone. Shoot for the moon, possibility thinking, open-minded flexibility, situational leadership, all of those things are critical to growing and building and supersizing our business. So what does shoot for the moon mean? Where did it come from? And how can you use it to build and grow and supersize your business today and this year moving forward? Well, it means to aim for an ambitious or unlikely goal, right? Shooting for the moon. If we're aiming for the moon, chances are we're going to fall short of that goal, fall short of that big, huge, big, hairy, audacious goal, I call those. And I don't remember who I learned that from, but there's a book about it and there's people that teach it. But it means set a goal so big that you're not even sure you can do it, but it motivates you and drives you to strive for more than you even thought possible. Because whatever we shoot for, whatever goal we set for ourselves, we have the ability to achieve it. We wouldn't imagine it if we couldn't get it, if we couldn't do it, if we couldn't make it happen in the world. So we want to always be expanding and opening up our imagination, because the vast majority of people on the planet, we think way too small and we play way too small. So it's the promise of great rewards, actually audacious rewards and success if we put in the right amount of effort. Now that's the part that people miss sometimes, is that, guess what? I got to put in some effort if I want to achieve great things. And it doesn't mean we have to hustle and grind and do all those things that we're told we have to as entrepreneurs. That is all optional. You know what? Struggle and sacrifice is optional when we're building and growing and supersizing our business. We can build our businesses in smart ways that create the life we want, or we can build our business in ways that we struggle. I've done both, I admit it. And I find that it's a lot more fun and a lot more relaxing and less stressful and satisfying to create and build the life I want and the businesses that I want to see in the world than it is to try to push against things that don't feel right for me. So in 1530s, this idiom first appeared in English. Prior to that, it was around, and it wasn't until really the 1800s that it really started to show up. And it was first from, and I don't know if this was first, but Jules Verne's novel From the Earth to the Moon made this thought and this idea very, very popular. And of course, there was a movie about a trip to the moon, and I don't remember who did that. I'm sure I've got it written down, but it's super, super tiny, and even my magnifying glass cannot read it today. But it saw a resurgence in popularity, of course, with the Apollo space missions, right? We were actually shooting for the moon and we got there. And I think that's when, in like the 1950s and 60s, is when it really took on the idea of setting these huge audacious goals, because a lot of people never believed we would get to the moon when the space program first started. And then landing on the moon, of course, is one of the most famous moments in I would say human history. So love to know your experience with this particular idiom or expression. Do you believe in setting big, hairy, audacious goals? And what's really fun is when you set a big, hairy, audacious goal and you blow right past it. That's even more fun than if you were to set little goals that you know you can get every year. You know, a lot of people will just say, I'm going to make 10% more income this year. Or I'm going to make 25% more profits, which is a huge goal depending on your business. But is that the best you can do? I like to ask myself, is that the best we can do? And what would happen if we found a way to exponentially grow or do something in our business that allowed us to serve more people? So share in the comments below your experience with this particular idiom or your thoughts on this particular idiom, shoot for the moon. Do you like it? Or do you think you need to set measurable, realistic, smart goals all the time? And again, we all do what's right for us. Share in the comments below, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow with another maybe goal related idiom, but it'll definitely be an idiom we can use to grow and build and supersize your business and mine. Have an awesome day.